Hey Trail Travelers, it is Carrie, and today we are in the Trail Traveler garage, and we've got a new product I want to show you that is kind of interesting. This is the Napa Maxi Trac air compressor. Now, as some of you know, I am a huge fan of airing down tires, and we do it if we hit dirt. Not everybody's the same, I get it. There's certainly a difference of opinion with myself and other people, but if we are hitting dirt, we're airing down. It just makes for a much more comfortable ride. And then in some cases, it's gonna help with rock crawling because you get more traction, you have a bigger contact patch. It can help in sand and snow, in other situations. But suffice it to say, if we're off-roading, which is every weekend, we're airing down. Okay, well, airing down is one thing. Airing up, well, that's a whole other. And it can take a while. We have 38-inch tires. They take a while to air back up. And I've been running the SmittyBilt 2781 for 2.5 years. And it has been flawless. The thing has never missed a beat. It's been fantastic. But recently, I found out about this guy. This is the Maxi Trac Dual air compressor from Napa. And it has some pros and cons, for sure. And let's talk about them and see if this may be a solution for you. Okay, let's do some comparisons. The SmittyBilt 2781 is about a 5.25-ish cubic feet per minute compressor, which is pretty good for a sub $200 compressor. In fact, it's really good, which is why I bought it. One of the more popular high-end air compressors is the ARB Dual, which there's nothing wrong with it. It is a fantastic compressor, and it is about 6.25 cubic feet per minute. So it's not much faster. It's only 1 cubic feet per minute faster than the SmittyBilt, but you're going from under $200 to about $600. That's a huge jump in price for what you get. It's the value is the difficult part. Now they last a long time. They're very rugged. They can take a ton of abuse. So don't get me wrong. If that's what you're looking for, it's a great purchase, but it is expensive. For a lot of other people, it's just too expensive. So what do we have with the Maxi Trac air compressor? Well, it's listed as 300 liters per minute. Well, do the conversion, that's 10.5-ish, I rounded, 10.5 cubic feet per minute. So it's double the speed of the SmittyBilt. It's quite a bit faster, not quite double, but it's certainly quite a bit faster than the ARB Dual. And this sells for $117. So huge, huge price difference. Okay, that's the pros, right? It is super fast. I've been using this for about a month now. It has worked fantastic. It is every bit as fast as they claim. There's nothing wrong with it, okay? In terms of there's no glaring problems. But there are a few things that I think you should know about. First off, it says right on their website, there's no warranty. So if this thing fails, you throw it away, right? So when I went to go pick it up from my local Napa store, I asked them to hook it up to a battery so we could ensure that it worked before I left, because I didn't want to get home, find it didn't work, and then there's no warranty. So that is a downside. But for I paid $114. Today I looked it up, it was $117. So for under $120, you're just not getting a warranty. And that is a big downside for a lot of people. In fact, that could be a showstopper for a lot of people, and I wouldn't blame you if it was a showstopper for you. For me, I thought it was worth the risk, so I went with that. The other thing is the rubber on these alligator clips is kind of a joke. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to end up putting some glue on here, putting these back on, because the rubber on here just falls off constantly. And just a little glue on here, it's going to solve that problem. So all in all, not a major problem. The power cords are plenty long enough, and it does come with quite a long air hose, and the air hose does have a pressure in it, a pressure gauge in it, which really is only going to work when you turn off the compressor so that the air in here is constant, and it has a connector to put onto your valve stems. Okay, fine and dandy, long hose, good reach, very good connectors on here, but let's look at this side. This is non-standard. So if you have existing products, you have a 4-tire inflation system, you have different things, different accessories that you like to use that are using the real standard, this isn't going to work. And in fact, this is identical to what came on the SmittyBilt. So I thought that was kind of strange. So this is literally exactly the same connector that's on the SmittyBilt. So solve the problem, go on Amazon, bought a standard barbed connector to the male side, put it on here with a little clamp, and now all my existing accessories, my easy flate system, all that stuff just works on here. Okay, now if you read the product description about this, in fact, I'm going to bring it up. Okay, 300 liters per minute. Okay, 2 stainless steel valve cylinders designed to quickly dissipate heat. You know, this stuff doesn't get hot, where the SmittyBilt is extremely hot. In fact, you can't even grab it by the handle on the SmittyBilt if you've been running it for quite a while. It'll be very, very hot. The hose, on the other hand, this will get very, very hot. It's compressing air. It's going to heat that up. So keep that in mind. This end is going to be very hot. Same on all compressors. So that's not an issue with this one. Features a gearless drive for quiet, efficient operation. Yeah, this thing's loud. Yeah, it's really loud. I don't care. I mean, it's a dual compressor. It's not going to be as quiet as, I was going to say, it's not going to be as quiet as the SmittyBilt 2781 or the ARB. They're not quiet either. I mean, air compressors are loud. There's moving parts, there's pumps, there's a lot of pieces moving, reciprocating pistons. These air compressors are loud. So to say that it's quiet, efficient operation, that's just not a thing for any air compressor. Filtered air intake system to keep your 12-volt compressor free from dust and debris. Yeah, I'm not even sure where that is. It's got to be inside of here somewhere. So I'm just going to have to take their word on it that there's a air filter on there. Air compressor is not just for your 4-wheel drive. The pack also comes with a needle for pumping up balls and other accessories. So there's a standard needle valve. There's 2 different adapters on here so that you can put this on, you know, air mattresses or whatever. What these will work on, let me grab the hose here, is your standard connector on here. So if you are using the regular hose, that'll work. If what you've adapted to, you have the standard valve on here, then they'll continue to work. And that is what I have. I do have accessories in the Jeep that have the standard fitting, so using these accessories will actually work for me, just to clarify that. Built-in circuit breaker, automatic thermal cutoff, tough rubber mounted shock absorbing base, 2-meter heavy duty power cords with alligator clips, 25-foot heavy-duty rubber hose with pressure gauge, and twin 60-centimeter alloy cylinders and heads for maximum performance. So there you have it. Napa's website today, $117.90 each. Free shipping on orders over $35 and 20% off with some additional items. Not sure what those are. 20% off with 3+ items. So you can get it for another 20% off by buying some other stuff. But I will say it does do a great job, and it does air up our 38s very quickly, and we do use the EasyFlate 4-tire system, so that makes things go relatively quick. And it does come in this nice little bag. So everybody should have an air compressor. If you are going off-roading, you need an air compressor. Whether you air down or not, personal preference. I say you should air down because it's comfort. And if you do, you need an air compressor. If you get a flat, you may need an air compressor. If someone else has a problem, you may need an air compressor. So an air compressor is something that you should have when you're off-roading. You just really, really need to have it. And sometimes, you've lost air. Sometimes you have a puncture and you have to repair it on the trail. Well, you still need to air back up. So there's a lot of reasons why you should have an air compressor. And if you don't want to spend the money on something higher end, but you want something that's going to be fast, well, it seems like the Maxi Trac is a good option. Is this going to hold up over a year or 2 years? Honestly, I don't know. I can't tell you. But it seems to be built extremely well. There's no issues with the fit or finish on here. Everything's tight. Everything looks really nice on here. I suspect I'm not going to have any problems. And what would it normally come with if it was from a different brand? Maybe a 90-day warranty. So my other ones, they're all out of warranty too. So, and they're still running. So I think I'm going to keep using this because it's fast. I don't know if it's reliable. Has been so far. We've used it about 5 times and it's been super fast every single time. So if you're looking for a low cost, high volume air compressor, which is a good goal to have, maybe you should check it out. It's the Maxi Trac from Napa. Just go to napa.com. If you just search on air compressor, it'll come up. It'll be very obvious. I'll have a link in the description below so you can find it nice and easy. But right now, it's going on my recommendation list. So thanks for watching. This has been Kerry with an episode of Trail Traveler Garage. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.